now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't here around.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills.
To kick off for Buffalo.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Garoppolo now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the Niners' 44-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. continue to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter, I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
He's brought down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave me underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Nothing.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And he rifles one that's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
6-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Milano gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
1st and 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Here we go.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
13.
Check 15. Check 15.
21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Fights off the defender.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Buffalo.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills will extend their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They hand it off to Mostert. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
A gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Now Garoppolo lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. To throw is Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
By
Jerry Hughes in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
17 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On first down, Singletary. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, Singletary, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you know.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers get a score closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
First down, Bills.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
For San Francisco.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
57 to mark. 57 to mark. Check 13.
They go right back to Singletary. Refusing to go down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Zach Moss, Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year a season ago. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
1 yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Bills 17. 49ers 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And down he'll go at the 25.
Cole Beasley.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
13. 58.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
41-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Allen going to get this one to Singletary. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. From the gun, Allen. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for the Niners. And even 70 yards on the pickup. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
19 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, a run with Mostert. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 16-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Niners 21, Bills 17.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, This offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
And at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air, Allen. Man open left side is Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your
blitz coming, and down he goes. Tarvarius Moore. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Garoppolo on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bills' 16-yard line.
Hey, we got four down. Mike's 49.
And they will take a knee here.
Garoppolo on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and
the chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.